There comes a moment in every woman's life when the foundation she stood on begins to tremble. The familiar faces she trusted start to fade away. The places that once offered safety and comfort suddenly become strange and distant. In that moment, uncertainty floods in, and a question lingers in her mind. Why is this happening? It's in those times that we are often forced to confront the uncomfortable truth that growth doesn't come from comfort, it comes from chaos, from change, from the unknown. And although it feels overwhelming, this moment is not the end. Oh no, it is the beginning of something bigger, something more powerful. This is not the end. In fact, it's far from it. This is the moment right before the breakthrough, the moment right before everything changes. When God is preparing to elevate a woman, He doesn't whisper. It's not a soft, subtle process. It's a shift so powerful, so loud, that she cannot ignore it. Her whole world might seem to be unraveling, but it's all a part of the divine preparation. This discomfort, this chaos, it's not a punishment. It's the stirring of something greater being birthed in her life. Pay attention to this moment. It's where the magic begins. Before a woman is blessed with greatness, she must be strengthened, refined through the fires of challenge, trial, and adversity. It's not through ease that she finds her power. It's through the hard lessons, the moments that push her to her limits, and the battles that test her resilience. Just like gold is purified by fire, so too is her character, her faith, and her strength. Every tear she sheds, every challenge she overcomes, is a building block of her transformation. Her story doesn't begin when everything is perfect, it begins in the struggle, and it's there that her greatness is forged. Unshakable faith is not a gift that comes easily, it's a result of being tested, of being pushed to the very edge, and still standing firm. It's in the hardest moments, when everything around you seems to be falling apart, that your faith is truly formed. When the world is uncertain and the answers don't seem clear, faith isn't about knowing how everything will work out, it's about trusting that it will. It's in those moments, when your heart is heavy with doubt, that you learn to trust God more deeply, more completely than ever before, and that is the faith that will carry you through. God is not just preparing a blessing for you, He is preparing you for the blessing. This process often requires letting go of things, people, and circumstances that no longer serve your purpose. The distractions, the toxic relationships, the old habits that once felt comforting, they must be removed to make room for something greater. It may hurt to release what's familiar, but trust that it is God's way of making space for the extraordinary things He is about to bring into your life. Your next chapter requires new relationships, new growth, and new opportunities. And in order to receive those, you must first release the things that were only meant to carry you through the last season. Think of Joseph. God gave him a dream, a vision of greatness, but before he could step into that dream, he had to walk through the pit. Betrayed by his own brothers, sold into slavery, falsely accused, and thrown into prison, Joseph's journey was full of trials, full of moments that would make anyone question their faith. But those moments were not setbacks. They were stepping stones. Every betrayal, every setback, every false accusation was God's way of preparing him for the greatness that awaited. The man who walked into Pharaoh's court was no longer the same boy who had been thrown into the pit. He had been transformed. He was ready. And just like Joseph, your trials are preparing you for what is to come. Every challenge, every disappointment is a necessary part of your transformation. If you find yourself in the midst of a storm right now, don't think it's a sign that God has forgotten you. No, the storm is evidence that He is preparing you. What God has planned for you next is so great, so extraordinary, that He cannot give it to the version of you that exists today. He's molding you, shaping you, refining you, because the blessing He is about to release in your life requires a stronger, more prepared version of you. Trust the process. Trust that the storm is not here to destroy you, it is here to elevate you. And when you come out on the other side, you will be stronger, wiser, and more ready for everything that's waiting for you. When God is about to bless you with something big, He doesn't just hand it over to you. No, He prepares you for it. And part of that preparation often involves separation. It's in the moments when you feel the most alone, when people start leaving your life, or when things begin to fall apart, that God is actually making room for your breakthrough. He's clearing the path so that when your blessing arrives, Nothing will be in the way. The separation is not a punishment, it's a part of the divine alignment that must take place before your blessing can manifest. The right people will stay. The right people will see the hand of God in your life, and they will encourage your growth, not feel threatened by it. Sometimes, the people who leave your life were only meant for a previous season, not for the greatness God is preparing for you. When you trust the process, you trust that the people who are meant to walk with you into this new season will be the ones who see your worth, who support your dreams, and who stand by you as you elevate. Don't waste time trying to hold on to relationships that no longer align with your purpose. Trust that the right people will come, and they will be the ones who help carry you into the destiny God has for you. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. Every trial, every storm, every moment of doubt and frustration is leading you to a place of elevation. And when the time comes for your blessing, you won't just be ready, you will be prepared. So, don't shrink back. Don't let fear stop you from stepping into your greatness. Trust the process, embrace the journey, and know that what's coming is greater than you ever imagined. Your breakthrough is here. Now is your time to rise.